Hey friends, tomorrow will be video tour day, but today I'm just gonna walk around the garden and show you some awesome things like this giant pile of Dara. Isn't it beautiful? Now, I did have some people online, like some Instagram groups I'm in, tell me that Dara will show up everywhere after a couple years. This is its second year here. I hope it doesn't get crazy, but even if it does, there are worse things to be crazy than Dara. I don't mind a little bit of wildness. I'm gonna be okay with it. Cool thing number two, I have my very first tomato that is red. I'm gonna leave it on for one more day, I think probably. This plant is looking a little bit diseased, but I think if I come in and do a good pruning on it this week, it's gonna be okay. And all the rest of the plants look fantastic. Oh my gosh, do you hear those crazy girls? Look at that tomato down there. You see that one right there with the purpling on it? Oh, there's another one that's a little closer up to see. Awesome. Awesome. Tomatoes are doing great. Another guy doing great. This center cut squash vine. Here's one center cut squash right here. There's a baby one right there. The squash vine has gone this way. It's gone under the wheelbarrow back there, and it's got a vine shooting out this way. And I bet you that there's a big one under here somewhere. We go digging. I bet you I got a squash somewhere. I'll find it. Oh, but look at the nasturtiums are blooming. Hi, babies. Oh, I love it. Look at this giant squash blossom. Isn't that cool? See the bee in there? But it's got a little fruit behind it. It's gonna get pollinated today, and that is gonna be dinner on my table one night. This looks like a mess, but it's actually just a flipped over tomato plant that was growing along the ground, and I have barely any cherry tomatoes. Look at this is a cherry tomato volunteer plant. I have tons and tons and tons all over it. That's amazing. This back corner is getting invaded by vines, but look at the pretty flowers right there. Those are sunset runner beans. Beautiful. Also beautiful. My first zinnias are popping. I love how they can be totally different. Like this one looks like it's got all these very individual petals and it's artsy fartsy looking. And this one is just lush and gorgeous. The orange is coming up on top. I got that big full guy, this cute little guy. Oh, I'm super, super, super excited about zinnias. And calendula. There's a lot of calendula here. How about peppers, guys? These are my banana peppers. These are the ones I said if I only can get one pepper to grow, it needs to be this one. I think we're gonna be okay. I'll come out here and harvest these and let Ava know they're available for picking. She's gonna be really excited. I've had a couple flowers bloom new this year for me. The pincushion flower right here, the scabiosa. This is white. I don't know if these are all white or if they're going to be different colors. I'm not sure, but the white ones look really pretty. The anise hyssop is all blooming now. The bees are going to be all over this when it starts to go to flower here. Look at all, I gotta back up so you can see this corner. This corner is just a giant hodgepodge of crazy cosmos, and melons everywhere. Let me see if we actually have any melons. We might not yet. It's a little early to have actual melons, but there's tons and tons of little flowers. And with all these other pollinators, they should really draw in more pollinators. I should get lots of melons there this year. Look at this walkway out to my garden. Volunteer sunflower. Hey baby girl, how are you? Coneflowers piled up for days. Listen. Hey Mr. B. Look, that's my garden. We're heading there. I am a lucky girl. Video does not do this justice. What a good way to spend a Sunday morning. Walking out into all this. Let's go. So everything has exploded. Look at this cool little bee. Let me find him again. He just flew off. Like these are just covered in bees. Here's, oh, I scared him again. The coneflowers get these little green sweat bees. There's one. Hey, buddy. The big bumblebees, the monarch butterflies, all of the bees love this. Back in the back corner, that tithonia is starting to take off. You see how that flower right there, it's flat. All the butterflies and bees love that one too. It's gonna start going crazy. Hello. Hello, hello. Here's my ground cherry plant. Remember I found this volunteer ground cherry? Look, there's one. They're in these little tiny husks like a tomatillo, and they will fall to the ground when they're ready. And they have little tiny cherries in them. And look, there's a bee right there. Inside, they're pollinating as we speak. Hi, guy. There are literally thousands of bees out here. Thousands. My garden is home to thousands of bees. Volunteer sunflower that I didn't pull out. Man, am I glad I didn't do that. Look at that. Multi-headed. How many heads on there? I can't even tell you. 30? 40? Totally worth leaving alone. This sunflower is probably 10 feet tall. You see all the bees flying around them up there? It's called, let me see if I can get closer for you. I think it's an autumn beauty. Gorgeous. Matched by all these guys over here. There's a 10-foot walkway of sunflowers right here. You're so pretty. As for the in-ground garden, well, you can't see the ground anymore. And these calendula have gone nuts. So I think she's doing pretty good. Garlic's almost ready to come out. Oh, I have to remind myself, this is not a garden tour video. We're just looking at fun stuff. But speaking of fun stuff, I can let that zucchini go a little long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta get one of those for dinner tonight. Over here, look at that really pretty striped one. Oh, I'm gonna do one of those striped ones and that pretty yellow one sliced up on the grill for dinner tonight. That's gonna be gorgeous. Let's go look on the other side. See that guy right there? That's a spaghetti squash. Oh, yay! Here's another kind of squash on the other side. I forget the names of these. I'll figure that out for our garden tour. And then over here, this squash is kind of moving around a lot on me. I don't remember exactly what it is, but look at all those flowers in there. Hang on, let me see if I can find one. Found one. This is a honey nut squash. Winter squash. It's kind of like a personal sized honey squash. I am glad it's this prolific. Yay! Ornamental onion, those are always cool, but right next to the ornamental onion, I have got peppers. Those ones look so cool. Peppers. All the peppers are doing well. I was worried. Oh, hang on, the husband calls. Over here are the cool season crops. They're almost done. They're gonna end up being chicken food, but I have beans over here. The ones over there, you can tell, are flowering. These really pretty pinky flowers. But I'm not seeing beans yet. At nice, good plants, but no beans. Look at these guys. Incredible swirl coreopsis. They are awesome. And we cannot forget the incredible volunteer coneflower slash black-eyed Susan. Totally a black-eyed Susan. With tiny volunteer incredible swirl coreopsis coming out in the middle, in volunteer calendula, and a coreopsis. I have a very yellow corner here. More flowers, not of the living kind. And the kids had a lemonade stand yesterday. Lemonade! Okay, one of the finest, coolest things, these volunteer sunflowers. That's the one that flowered and bent over. I'm saving the seeds for it. When you save these seeds, you want to let them hang down like this one is doing until they dry out. and then let them dry out and take all the seeds out. So I'm leaving that guy alone. But look at this guy's buddy. This giant multi-headed sunflower. Can you see the top up there? Way up there. Here's where I am. I'm 5'8". She huge. I can't wait until she goes into bloom. That's gonna be just amazing. Ooh, hang on, let me show you these tomatoes over here. Right behind the 12-foot volunteer sunflower is the Dr. Witchy's tomatoes. Don't those look good? Oh. Okay, friends, I'm off to the very last Oompa Loompa performance, and then I will be back tomorrow with a full garden tour, way more in depth. Let's look at the varieties and just see exactly what's going on in this July garden. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.